What's that noise? It's coming from there. Like an evacuation siren? Come on. Come. Why are you there? This game is getting on my nerves. The freaking light doesn't go anywhere sometimes. We need to evacuate. Well, me, because I'm all alone. Oh, okay. Wow, intense.
My name is Frank Jacob Appleton. And if you're listening to this, then maybe Stephen was right. And by sending the planes, he stopped it all getting worse. It's a beautiful morning. I wasn't there when Mary died. I was too scared. So I went to the pub instead. What will be, Frank, she said. And I just want you to face it with me. And I didn't.
That's shitty.
But I will now. I will face it with you now, Mary. They're coming.
Am I missing something? Because if they bomb the place, what am I seeing? Like I'm seeing a normal city. It doesn't look like it's been bombed. Oh, okay. Another story, I guess. So, sorry to repeat this again, but we started with the priest. I'm not recalling it. Jeremy, yay. Then we changed to Wendy. Then after Wendy was Frank. Am I missing someone? Yeah, it was Frank. Then after Frank was Lizzie. So I don't know what. This is confusing. I don't know why that memory is Frank's. So I'm assuming it was a memory. An energy. I don't know. So now I'm guessing it's the story of Stephen and Kate. Either or. I guess that memory of Frank's, I should have seen it before I came here, maybe? Because when I came here, I switched to Lizzie's story. So maybe the light just didn't guide me properly. Because I lost it a few times. Am I supposed to go here? Yes, I am.
And you found it like this?
Yeah. I got into the habit of checking in first thing in the morning just to make sure he's had his pills.
Mr. Coles is not a well man, Elizabeth. It's entirely possible he upped and wandered off. If things progressed, the mind can be a fragile thing, you know?
It's just not very like him, that's all I'm saying, Doctor. He never misses the mid-morning bingo.
He didn't smoke, did he?
Not that I knew of.
There's a funny... It's like ash.
Well, that is odd. Reese cleaned in here yesterday afternoon. I'll have to have a word.
It's not like cigarette ash. Strange.
Dr. Wade, there's just been a phone call. We need it back at the village. Apparently Mrs. Barton has disappeared.
You shouldn't be smoking, you know. Not in your condition.
Stephen's fault. He got me started again.
I'm not going to try and stop you, but the weather's looking pretty rough. There's a storm coming.
That's what Stephen said. He said he'll meet me, but there's things he has to do first. He seems to think that all of this is connected to him. I don't know. I'm going anyway, whether he comes or not.
I'm assuming Stephen has thought of a way through the quarantine.
Oh, he's clever. You gotta give him that.
Do you trust him, though?
Well, I love him. So I'd hope that was good enough.
I hope so, too. Listen, if you can't get through, for whatever reason, I'm getting people together at the village hall, rounding up stragglers, that sort of thing.
Yeah, I've got all the campers together here, doing a show. Peter Pan. The kids love it. It'll take their minds off things. Hey, did you see that?
Okay, go in.
To the main hall.
Okay, I'm back in the main hall, and now there's something I have to see here. It's around there.
Sleeping baby, darling child, clouds and starlight, starlight, starlight. When you wake, you will be mine. Starlight, sleep and love. Sleeping baby, shadow dust, clouds and starlight. Lambert starlight. When we're called to go, we must. In starlight. Sleep. And love.
Is he asleep? You all right, kiddo?
I'll be alright. You should get some sleep, Charlie. You look exhausted.
Okay. Now we're going to know the story, because I think earlier that I simply missed a couple of memories from Frank, and when I came here I didn't walk through the dark path and just watched memories from Lizzie that I wasn't supposed to watch before those two memories from Frank that I missed. But okay. Not my fault. The light is a bit unstable. So now I'm guessing it's either Stephen or I never remember her name. Kate. Okay, Stephen. Okay.
There's data coming through faster than I can encode it. I've already lost 2 processors. They keep burning out.
Please, I love you. You need to get out of there. It's not safe.
I need you, Stephen. I need you here. I can open the gate manually. I can let you in.
It's too dangerous. You don't understand what's happening
No,
out here.
you don't understand. We can solve this. We can find a way. I just need more power. I need to amplify the signal, and I can't do it on my own. You saw the opportunity. You ran the numbers, remember?
We're responsible for all this. You and me.
It's not just you and me anymore, though, is it?
Jesus, Kate, you're trying to talk to it, aren't you? Kate, you can't.
Stephen, I have to.
So, Stephen and Kate have been meddling in something should not have been doing.
It's completely dead. It won't start.
It's only a short walk to the camp. I think we should split up. You go and fetch Rachel. I'll go back to the village and find Evie.
I don't think we should split up.
I don't want to either, Charlie, but we've got to. I'll meet you back at my house later on, okay? We can talk properly then.
Why won't you tell me what happened?
No, actually, you should stay at the camp tonight. Come find me in the morning. Bring Rachel back. She's going to need her mother.
Meg.
Just take care of her.
Meg!
What is it, Charlie?
Nothing. Just be careful, that's all.
I will, I promise. You as well. See you later on.
Okay, as I was saying, Stephen and Kate were meddling in something they didn't understand, something potentially dangerous, and they effed up, like big time. Is the light coming? Yes, really slowly. Where's the phone? When I enter somewhere, it seems that we walk slower still.
Why on earth are you there? Why aren't you calling from home?
It's hard to explain. I'm having to move around to follow it. When it finds a suitable host, it begins to amplify. Sorry, I'm not making much sense.
They're talking about flu and a quarantine on the radio, but this... I know you're not that kind of doctor, but it all just sounds really weird.
We don't know exactly what it is yet, but it's got something to do with the other night.
Stephen, your face, the mark, do you think you're infected?
It's not a disease, Lizzie. It's something else. There's something Kate said about patterns. I can't grasp it clearly yet.
Okay, come over. Have some lunch. We can talk properly. Have you spoken with Kate?
Well, she's locked herself in the observatory. She's buried in the data. But it's already out here in the world. I need to see how it adapts.
How what adapts? Stephen, try to explain.
Time's up. Lizzie, listen. Be ready. I need to go. It's moving again. I'll call you later.
Do you think she'll like it?
It's in an awful state, Stephen. I don't think
It'll be an
she'll...
adventure. It'll mean putting down roots here, maybe a family.
Are you sure she wants children? What, to stay here? It's not her place, you know.
Don't start it again, please.
I mean, she's ambitious, love, and she's, well, older. She's not going to want to stay cooped up at home looking after the kids.
Is that how you felt about me?
Oh, stop it, Stephen. That's not what I meant, and you know it. I'm just saying you should make a choice. If it's a family you want, well, you know how much Lizzie wants a family.
Jesus, Mum, I didn't come here for marriage guidance. I just asked what you thought about a fucking house.
Stephen Appleton language.
Sorry, it's just that you have to understand. Kate is the most brilliant, extraordinary, wonderful person I've ever known.
Yet you cheated on her.
She's like no one else. The way she looks at things. It's like she has whole worlds inside her.
Yet you cheated on her.
Really understands that.
Oh my god. Another phone.
No phones, you know the protocol. That doesn't matter now. It's figured out how to circumvent the telecommunications blackout. What? I didn't think it could. Kate understood. She saw how adaptable it was. How smart. Jesus Christ, you're talking about it like it's alive. You have to assume that everyone here is infected. We can't know that. We're infected. It's killed all the birds, and now it's in us. It's trying to leave the valley any way it can. The quarantine is not enough. You've got to remove the carriers. You've got to cut off its energy source, its food. I've already told you, Stephen, I'm not going to water an airstrike. Now it knows we're onto it. It's going to keep on spreading as fast as it can. The quarantine and blackout will hold it in check. They've cut all of the phones out of the valley, so it's only you communicating out now. Are you listening? It's figured out ways around it. Radio waves, something. All of the lines are cut, but the phones are working anyway. You've done all the right things, but it's not enough. You've got to stop it before it adapts again. Stephen, my family, my wife and kids. You know perfectly well what you've got to do. I can't do it. Don't ask me to do it.
You're asking me to sign their death warrant, my own family.
Damn it, don't you think I'm aware of that? I'll still be here when you drop the fucking stuff. Don't you lecture me about sacrifice, you spineless little shit. If you're so full of ideas, you come here and try dealing with it. Tell them the time when we had a choice is over. Tell them to do it. You've got to do it now.
So the thing infects people like a disease? Like a demon possessing people? Like it's inside of them?
What do you want me to say? You knew what you were getting into.
Really?
Well, I'm sorry we don't measure up to your exacting standards, Dr. Collins. Maybe you just need to give us ordinary humans a break.
What? Ordinary humans like Lizzie Graves? Did you really think that I wouldn't find out?
Wow.
Frank told me. Or did you forget there's one person in this shithole who actually talks to me?
Kate, it was just a dream.
Don't bother, Stephen!
Oh, okay.
For Christ's sake.
Kate, slow down.
You were engaged to her, Stephen. You nearly married her.
Oh, come on, it was just a drink.
Then why the hell did you lie to me about it?
Because I knew you'd be mad and then it would end up in a row. You wanted to focus on the event tonight.
Oh, so you were actually doing me a favor. Wow, I guess I just forgot to say thank you. Do not treat me like I'm an idiot.
You're overreacting. I know you're stressed.
Just don't. You keep away from me tonight. I'm not gonna let you ruin this for me.
Kate. Kate, come on, this is crazy.
No, it's not.
It's all over the valley. Don't you get that? This isn't some abstract thing. Whatever came down into the tower has got out. They've quarantined the whole valley.
It's right here in the observatory.
It's out in the world. It's adapting and spreading. Do you understand?
No, we can't turn it away. It's come too far.
Kate, people are disappearing. Shut it down now.
No. If you won't help me, I'll do it on my own. I'm gonna route all the power back through Tower 6.
Kate!
Wait. It's trying to break through again.
Kate! Wait!
Jesus, man, what have you done to your face?
It's nothing. You collecting feed? Looks like the supplies haven't been coming in.
Huh? Again?
The phones are all strange. I can't pinpoint the logic of transmission.
You what? What are you doing with that paint?
Means the EMC are actually moving at the proper speed. Listen, Frank. Have you heard anything on the radio about a flu outbreak?
Doesn't seem much like flu to me.
They're shutting down access to the valley to try and isolate it. No, there's something about the phones. I can't put my finger on it quite yet.
What are you talking about? Hey, I'm still talking to you. Where are you going?
Hello, is there anyone there? Can anyone hear me? Clive, it's Stephen Appleton. Are you there? Can you hear me? Over. Come on, Clive, where are you? Damn it. Kate, it's Stephen. I'm in Tower 6. Kate, are you there? Kate? Anyone, hello? Can anyone hear me? This is Dr. Stephen Appleton broadcasting from within the quarantine zone. Can anybody hear me? Over. Oh, God, no.
This is Catherine Collins, recording for posterity. It's all over. I don't know how long I've got. Whatever he did, whatever the planes were carrying, it's burning my lungs. Probably some kind of nerve agent. I suspect it's only exposure to the pattern that has kept me alive this long. I'm making my way to Tower 6. I'm going to fuse the signals from the optical array. I just hope I can make it.
Okay, so what they dropped were not bombs, like explosion bombs, but like gas bombs to kill the people, not explode Oh, this is confusing. This story is getting more and more confusing.
They closed the tunnel.
There's no trains. I've put up a sign.
The tunnel, Howard. Is it closed?
I think so. I don't like it. It's not right at all.
Stop whining. It doesn't help anyone. Did you know you're bleeding?
Oh, it's this headache. It's just killing me. I haven't had a nosebleed like this since I was a kid.
But you've not been to the village?
No, I've been here the last couple of days, or at home. I've only spoken to Clive at the EMC on the phone. Well, tried to anyway, but with all the crossed lines...
But no direct contact with any other people?
No, no one. What are you talking about? What's going on?
It's the pattern. It's adapted again. It doesn't need direct contact to transfer. It's using the phones.
What do you mean, direct contact? Stephen!
Appleton!
What are you doing here?
You thieving bastard. I knew it was you.
Listen, take everything you need. But then you have to leave. You don't understand. You can't be near me.
Painting these stupid little pictures. Stealing food. You always were a little prick.
Please, every second we're in proximity makes it worse. I'm a primary conduit.
You're a fucking disgrace. Come here!
Don't touch me! Get off!
What's going on?
Come in here! Lord,
Jesus,
get over
Sam!
us. Thinking you're so much better
Sam,
than the
leave
rest
him.
of us.
No physical
You
contact.
and your stupid fucking missus!
stop
She's
it.
better than any of you!
Sam? Meg, please.
Don't come near me.
Meg!
Charlie!
Meg, wait!
Don't touch me!
Please, you have to understand, it was an accident!
Let go, let's just go.
Charlie, you have to understand, it was an accident.
Just leave him. Leave him.
What have you done, Appleton, you bastard?
Come on, Charlie, let's just
Meg,
get out of
Charlie,
here.
please!
Oh my god.
You're a daft old bird walking all the way out here for it. You know Charlie would have dropped it off.
What, and have that stinking great lorry of his poisoning my birds? He shouldn't be driving it on these lanes. It's a hazard.
I think he was hoping he could have a word with you about Frank.
There's nothing to say.
Oh, listen, Wendy, they might all be scared of you, but that's not going to work with me. You're 68 years old. Grow up. Talk to Frank.
How dare you speak to me like that? Give me my bird feeder right now.
Promise me you'll drop by and see your brother.
Megan Holloway, give...
Not a chance. Promise me. It's for your own good, and you know it.
You are a shamelessly manipulative and difficult woman. It's no wonder Charlie adores you so much.
No wonder I do what?
No wonder you never finish what you start. I thought I told you to check the incoming stock orders. Wendy, one bird feeder for you. I'll tell Frank you'll stop by.
Oh!
Charlie, stop mooning around and stick the kettle on. Make yourself useful.
Darling Stephen, I don't know if you'll ever listen to this. Maybe you've decided to stay with Kate, and I can't blame you for that. But I can't wait for you either. I've got to think about the baby. And, well, I should have left a long time ago. I've run out of excuses for not leaving now. But I do love you, Stephen. And I hope you find peace one way or another. Oh, there's planes coming.
Oh my god. Okay, so they were talking about running away together because she was pregnant. Oh, this story is getting more and more complicated. And now you can see the flames. Bunker?
When I was a kid, my dad found a fox. It had been hit by a car and couldn't walk anymore. My mum went spare, of course, made him keep it in the shed. He was already slipping away from us then. He spent hours with that fox, telling it all about Italy and the villages they bombed there. I was jealous, I think. But the fox got more of my dad than I did. But it was dying, that was clear. So one day, I snuck out, took it a sandwich for food. I was only 8. When it bit me, I remember the anger, the shock, the hurt. Running in, screaming from the garden. My mum panicking about rabies. My dad beat it to death with a spade. Later I found him crying. I'd done it, Kent's son. That's what he said. I'd done it, Ken, it was hurting you. It's just a poor, dumb, dying animal. It doesn't know it's hurting us. Christ help us, it's left the valley. It's everywhere now. It's been 3 hours since the planes went over. I haven't been able to reach anyone on the shortwave. I'm beginning to think I may have made a terrible miscalculation.
no one left. Just me. You know what this is? What I'm gonna do? You want light? Fine. I'll give you light. After me, there's no one. You'll be all alone again. Forever. Like before. You've taken everyone I've ever loved from me. You've made me do things I never even thought I was capable of. But if you think I'm coming with you... Kate? Wait. Stop. Kate.
Okay, he burned.
This is Catherine Collins. I don't know if anyone will ever hear this. It's all over. I'm the only one left.
Wait. Okay, so we're back here. We need to go there, I guess. Tower 1.
On the plane, Stephen leaned across me and pointed out the window. Down there, he said. That's home. But all I saw were patches of color. I don't think until this moment that I understood that one could contain the other so completely.
Okay. Okay, I need to... I should have gone to the other side because this is Tower 3. I need to go to Tower 2 first, I guess.
I watched a butterfly dancing in a strip of sunlight. All of its life contained in a single day. The blink of an eye between the ebb of the darkening tide. Lying there with the pattern curled around me, I saw the inevitability, the necessity of presence born from absence, the constant unfolding. I know it didn't mean to hurt any of them. I try and explain why Lizzie tried to leave with her child and why it was wrong to stop her. I try and explain that much of what it did was wrong. It shows me Stephen and Lizzie together. And I'm happy for them.
Wow.
Frank walks his fields with Mary. Wendy and Edward nest together in the orchards of their love. Jeremy lies at peace with his God at last. All of them are happy because they are together. I understand it better now. It is a collector of time. Of butterflies.
Okay. Now she's explaining. A butterfly.
I watched the pattern lean in and time slow to almost nothing. I saw the flame leap from Stephen's hand and the moment hang in the air forever. I watched his face. And in the last second, I almost believe he saw me. He wasn't frightened or angry. I remember his expression, just like I remember it from the first time, early that morning when he woke and, still half sleeping, said, "God, I love you." And I loved him as he entered the fire. And I let him go, knowing I wasn't ready to join him. We have held time to ourselves here in this place. Held the light to the ground because we were afraid of the coming dark. But now we understand that to cling to the light is not living. I've spent my life watching the illumination from a million dead stars reaching for me without grasping this meaning. The light we cast transcends our death. The pattern made by our living creates a bridge across the dark.
Okay, so what we are watching is what she was explaining. We live a pattern that transcends our death. I like that explanation.
It reaches out from the shadow of the tower, across the observatory, over the valley, and consumes the world. Everything is light now. Everything has come to rest. The world is scored by the traces we carved into it. Our presence is everywhere, the bridge joining our stories. This world existed before we came to it, and it will continue without us. In the empty fields and houses, our traces radiate, and others will come to dance in the light we cast. We can slip away gently, unafraid, knowing that everything will continue.
So that's the last tower, because before she said she was heading to Tower 6, and it looks like it's the last one. And I guess the pattern is this light that we are following. Okay, I can't move.
The end is coming now. I'm not afraid. We have each other. We lived apart from them. We understand now our failure to touch, to belong. But it doesn't matter anymore. Everybody is gone, and we will join them. We are born apart, driftwood on the banks of an endless dark ocean, and we will be carried away by the swell soon enough. But in between, in the single day of living, that dancing in a strip of sunlight, we can find what we miss. The love that makes us whole. The imminence. Everybody found their other. This pattern is mine.
And that's the end of the game. Okay, I have to stop choosing depressing games because, well, every game that I've played is kind of depressed. Well, no, not every game, but every game has something depressing about it. But this one, oh my god, I don't know, I guess that they mean that we have to live fully and not fear death because we leave a pattern in the world of our light. I think that's the message they're trying to convey, and that's the game. So a few things that I didn't like I mentioned throughout the game, but the not be able to run, it's a bit annoying because you want to go every place, so it takes a long time to get to places, and the game is longer because of it. The game didn't need to be this long if you were able to run. And I don't recall like exactly what it said, but when I checked the controllers, it said the R2, I think, was meant to run or walk quicker. So I don't know what happened there because that wasn't really working. When you got inside somewhere, you would walk slower even. So I don't know. Well, that's my constructive criticism about this game. If you just made that a possibility, just being able to run, that would make the game just a way better game, because you wouldn't, because I found myself a lot of times just being like, oh, I need to go somewhere, and just holding the controller like, yes, yes, come on, go, yes. It just takes too much time to go somewhere. All in all, it's a great game. I love the story. I think it's very interesting and keeps you wanting to find out more about the story, which is great. There's a lot of games out there that don't do that at all, and the story is like, ugh, I don't even bother. But this story is very, very interesting. Get me wanting to know more about it. And yeah.